So basically my granddad put in an application on his kitchen wall. He stuck a poster on the wall saying that he wanted a certain phrase for his headstone. It's a bit odd, but it kind of explains to me what he was like as a person. He was such a jokey, laughing person. And it was, when I'm laid to rest with a tombstone upon my chest, the 6 words I'd like to see are, the little bugger did his best. Which, we've seen it and we all just thought that works. That just reminds us of what he's like. So I discussed it with everyone in the family and what we should have on there, and they were like, yeah, that's perfect. It just explains who Mont was as a person, and it'll make us all smile when we go to see him and stuff. You'll go past it and you'll smile. Because at the minute it's a bit more, you know, it's a bit morbid at the minute. There's no stone there at all. So there's basically both of my grandparents buried in an unmarked grave, effectively, so it's a bit annoying for that as well. So I put in the application to MS Bailey. I went up to them, spoke to them, said what I wanted to have on, sent them the words. They sent me the design back. Basically, as a family, we all said, yeah, that's perfect, that's exactly what we wanted. So they forwarded it on to Erewash Borough Council, based at Bramcote Crematorium. Then I got an email from the stonemason telling me that, you know, the council have refused this, and I said, well, why have they refused this? He said, because of the word bugger. I was like, right, okay. So he said, what would you like it to change it to, they were asking? And I said, well, I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to change the wording on it. So I rang up the crematorium and tried to speak to the lady. They basically told me the decision was final, that's it, basically. We're not going to change our mind, so you need to change the wording. I said, well, I'm not going to change the wording. So since then, they've had no contact at all with me. But I did notice they gave a statement saying that it's not acceptable in this cemetery, etc. No one's been in contact with me regarding that. It was just other people. Well, I haven't got a plan now. The application got declined. They're not budging. They don't seem to be budging from it at the minute. This is why we're trying to get it out there to other people, get a bit of support behind it, see if they'll change their mind. Hopefully they'll change their mind, because their excuses are that they think people will be offended by this. And I've said, well, I can't see people being offended. So obviously I took it to the public, basically, to see if people will be offended. And so far, I haven't actually found anyone who is offended. So their excuse is ridiculous now. They've got no reason to be excused.